Just think about this. How many times have you found yourself getting stuck to start your sentence? You know what you want to say, but you are just unable to start your sentence. Well, in today's lesson, we are going to look at starter phrases. Well, how you would begin your sentence. That's what we're going to have a look at. Hey friends, welcome back. It's me, Niharika, and it's time to boost your English fluency. How do you do that? Well, in today's lesson, we are going to help you with some starter phrases. Maybe you get stuck in a conversation. Maybe you fall short of words to just start your sentence. So here I have some phrases for you that would help you to start your sentences confidently. And let's begin with the very first one. So pay attention. We have, well, to be honest with you. So when do you use this phrase as a starter to your sentence? There are times when people ask us questions or they ask for our opinions. Now you know the answer, you know what you want to say, or probably you have an opinion towards what's been asked, but then how do you just get started? Well, this is a great phrase to use. For example, your friend comes and asks you that, "Hey John, what's happening with this new girl you've been dating? Are you planning to get married? So what's going on?" And then you know what you want to do because yes, you have thought about this relationship. And now how do you tell this to your friend? How do you just start having that conversation? Well, use this starter phrase. Well, to be honest with you, yes, I have thought about marriage, but before that, I really need to talk to my parents. Now, using this phrase, you're also buying some time to, what you want to say. And of course, it's a great starter to your conversation. So when you are being questioned, or people want to know your opinion about something, then go ahead and use this phrase. All right? Moving on to another phrase that I have for you, which is used as a starter phrase, is as a matter of fact. So when do you use this? Well, as a matter of fact is a great substitute to the word actually. There are times and situations when you end up using the word actually way too many times, right? And then the word actually is actually used to emphasize your statement. Now, it is also considered as a filler. Okay, it's quite a filler word in your English because people tend to use it too much. Like, actually this happened, actually I wanted to do that. So to avoid this and to begin your sentence confidently, you can use this phrase instead. So as a matter of fact, so when you want to emphasize your statement, emphasize to what you want to say right now, well, use the phrase as a matter of fact. For example, your friend says, "Hey, have you seen John yet? I don't think he has showed up to work." And then, yes, you know that probably he was partying last night and he has definitely not got up this morning and not showed up. So, well, as a matter of fact, I haven't seen him either. So, yes, you want to put that emphasis on to what you're saying, right? So, use this phrase. Moving on to another starter phrase that I have for you is, as you may already know. Now, you use this phrase when you know that the other person that you're having a chat with is familiar with the idea that you are talking. So when he's likely familiar to what you want to say, has a background to what you are going to discuss, then this is a great starter phrase. You can say, as you may know already, okay? For example, your friend is talking about this new startup business that you are really looking forward for. And then he comes and asks you, so what's happening with that? Are you going to start your business? And then, probably you have discussed about this before, and the person has an idea to what you have been planning or what are the steps that you have taken. Then you will say that, as you may already know that I have spoken to a couple of investors. Now let's see what they have to say, and then I'll go ahead and think about this further. Okay? So this is the way you will use this phrase to start your sentence. Moving on to another one. Well, not everyone knows that. Now when you use this phrase, it means that you are probably disclosing something or some idea or some fact that the other person has no clue about it. Okay? So you are disclosing a new piece of news, right? So, well, not everyone knows that. For example, your friend comes and tells you that, hey, do you know Samantha has started her new business, and how could she just do it in such a short time? So now you know something about Samantha. You know the secret of this big business that she has started. Well, not everyone knows that. It's her father who has backed her up. Okay, so probably it's just you who knew that yes, it's the father who has invested or the father who has helped her to start this business. So you are disclosing a new piece of news. Then go ahead, use this phrase to start your sentence. The next one that I have for you is the best way to describe this. Someone asks you a question. For example, you went out or you have called people over and you served amazing food, absolutely scrumptious meal that people loved it. And now your family members are asking you, so what's the secret recipe? How did you cook this? Now, you're not just going to start by saying, add some chopped onions, add some chopped tomatoes. The correct way to start your sentence or your conversation or to describe the recipe is, well, the best way to describe this is you need to just go ahead and add some. Okay, so this is how your conversation will get the start, right? Use the phrase when you have to describe something. Moving on to another one, which is, let me explain this. When do you use this? Now, when there's a situation, when there's an issue that you've been facing, many people are arguing about something, many people are asking too many questions about something, and you want to give a justification or you want to go ahead and solve this issue. So, to begin talking about this issue is that, all right, let me explain this to you. Okay, so that is a great starter phrase that you can use to justify or to solve an issue. And then the last starter phrase that I have for you is, well, to be very specific. Now, there are times when you have to give or you have to summarize a situation or give an overview to an issue or to a situation. How do you do that? How do you just summarize the whole thing or give an overview about something that is being discussed? Well, to begin the conversation, You can use this starter phrase by saying, well, to be very specific about this, I have thought of a plan which shall work the best. Okay, so here you're giving an overview about something that's been discussed by many people in the room. So use this phrase to start up your sentence. Okay, so the next time you get a little nervous and you think that your English isn't that great, then please stop thinking that and use these phrases to start your sentence confidently. And I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care.